Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. Today I want to talk about why you should revisit your book of business. Why should you call the people back that you've already sold something to? And what ends up happening is that there's three reasons that make me do this here. And it's the why should I do it, how do I do it, and the when to do it. I'm going to go the easy one first. The when is today. If you're not working today because something's come up, tomorrow. Now, these are the things that are going to cross your mind. What's the proper way to do it? You can either call them and set an appointment. Hopefully they'll answer the phone. Or you can drive by their house, see if they're home, drop by. So I try to get a hold of you. I want to do a review on your programs you have to make sure everything is in check, make sure nothing's changed, and always have some brochures in your hand. So in the event they do want to buy something, you've at least got a brochure to hand to them, or if they're not ready to see or something comes up, you can leave them a brochure that costs you nothing with your name on it, telling them, when can I get back with you? Okay? The why. This is what ends up happening when it comes to sales. We go to somebody's house, they buy something from us, and they tell you, you know something, Joe, I really cannot afford much. I'm on a real tight budget. I owe money to the hospital. I owe money here. I got money on my credit card. And what ends up happening is that they start making your thought process get a little bit convoluted. You're now thinking, oh, they can't afford much. They're probably not going to buy nothing from me. So what it does is that it makes you lower the programs you're going to show them because they're smaller premiums. And I'm not going to tell you you should not take what they're saying into the effect that it's going to hurt you or help you. You need to listen to them, nod your head, I understand. You're like my mother, you're like my uncle, you're like my older brother or sister. Acknowledge that you hear them, yet stick to the game plan to show them a plan that's got a minimum of $50. Have I showed one less than $50 before? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Because I look around all the surroundings. And again, somebody that I sold something less to 50, does that mean I did the right thing? I don't know. All I know is that when they tell you these things, you can't sit and cower down and say, I'm not going to show them what they really need. I'm going to show them what I think they can afford. It's people's instinct to tell you, I can't afford much. Today's not a great day. I'm on a budget. I owe money. Because, Jake, are the people still on? Because it just said I was unmuted. Okay. Now, here's the deal. Oh, you listening? Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, here's the deal. I bought my phone messed up. What ends up happening is that when we go to a home or we leave a home and we feel that we got every last dollar out of them, your thought process, why should I go back and visit with them? What is the purpose? They had no money. They told me they had no money. Well, I'm going to give you like a news flash. People that send in our cards are called responders. And what responders do is that they see something on that card, maybe one word that catches their attention, and they send it in. That will now constitute a lead that you're going to buy. When you go to the house, it's now your job to talk to them, to go over the information on that one word they sent in. If you do not go back, this is part of the why. If you do not go back and revisit them, the way they sent that lead in to you, they're going to send it to somebody else. Well, Joe, I'm their agent. I told them not to do it. Well, guys, I've done that. I've left them coffee cups. I've left them calendars. I've left them everything, okay? And what happens is that if you do not stay in contact with your people, either by email, a postcard, a dropping by, or something, it's kind of like the old saying, out of sight, out of mind, and they're going to buy something from somebody else. Do they do it? Yes, they do. I was doing this years and years ago when I was out on the streets every day. Sold this client, called them, they didn't answer, door knocked them. How you been doing? Great, Joe, great job. I've been seeing you a long time. How you been? It was over a year. And I said, well, yeah, I'm just around the neighborhood. I thought I'd come by and visit, like review your policies, see if anything has changed. You know, we've got some new programs that are out. She said, okay. On in. So we sit down, we chit chat. I said, can you get your policy so we can just look over it together? So she comes out. She comes out with a policy I sold her. He comes out with a policy that I don't represent. So I had to bite my tongue, had to calm down, because I told her, don't send another card back in. When you need something, call me. If you forget my number, look at the coffee cup I gave you. She brings it out, she says, oh, this guy came by and I decided to buy something from him, and Joe, I'm so sorry. And truthfully, I think they are sorry because they're embarrassed because you asked them to call you. This is the reason why you need to be in touch with your clients. There are services out there, I think it's called send out cards. There's numerous ones that you can send to people a card once every 4 months, once every 5 months, whatever you feel is necessary, to let them know you're still in business. They allow you to put your picture in there. There's a lot of fancy stuff that you can do for this here. You can set it up automatically to where we want to go out for Christmas time, 4th of July, or whatever you want, Halloween, to stay in front of these people, okay? And the nice thing about the ones that we use called send out cards is that when they write your name, you can do it in script writing. So it doesn't look like it is a machine doing it, even though we know it is. So we're talking, I said, saying, but why? The why that I'm telling you, you should go to people's houses. Well, I hadn't heard from you, and what about my coffee cup? Oh, I forgot about it, and the guy came, and he was a nice guy. I said, okay. So I'm sitting there, and I'm dying to look through it to find out what she had bought. And you know how there's certain things that you just don't forget? When I got in this business, I was riding with this gentleman named by Jamie. Nicest guy, taught me a lot about filing taxes. We're driving around one day all around town, going to this lead he has. We're driving down this road. He goes, I sold him a policy in that house there. And I'm going, how in the hell do you remember? Okay, and I was the definition of a green pea. I knew zero about door-to-door sales. We keep on driving that day. He said, well, I sold a husband and wife, that one there, and then their daughter wanted a policy. And I did everything I could not to tell him you're full of you know what. But what I'm going to tell you is the truth. You just tend to remember the houses you go to when you drive by. There's kind of like a little blueprint snapshot that you have in your mind about that person. And for whatever reason, it just kind of like, it just flows back in when you drive by their house. Fortunately, the company she bought from had a higher price than mine. I told her, I said, I'm happy you made a great decision. It's always nice to get extra insurance. It always gives you peace of mind that if something does happen, this little bit extra is going to help out whatever your beneficiary's name is that you're going to look at. Your son, Anthony. Personal. Make it flirt. Make him feel it. I said, what about if we talk about me saving you some money on this policy? Because when I was here last time, you told me you were on a budget. She says, really? You can save me money? I go, yes. I think I saved her $4. Just $4. So, Joe, I'd rather go with you anyway. I want to save the $4. So I sat back, I leaned back, and I said, I'm Joe Salem. I know what I'm doing. I'm the king of rock and roll. And I got back in the car and started analyzing it. I said, you're the king of being a dummy for not following up with the people that you've already taken care of and you've helped. They've given you their name, their social security, their date of birth, their checking account information. They've given you everything, but you're going to sit and say, when they call me, I'll go see them. Well, ladies and gentlemen, The clients do call you, but the majority of them don't. They buy from somebody else. They're going to send another card in, even though you tell them don't do it. They're going to, not to be malicious or not to be mean. It's just the curiosity that kills the cat. What can I get? They may not see anything on there, but they see, please respond within 5 days. They may think this is something important. This could be something free that I can get. They fill it out and send it back in. Not knowing they'll send it to your competitor. Hopefully they send it back to you, which has happened to me as well. Now, when you go to the house and you're telling, hello, Ms. Jones, it's been a long since I've seen you. I just wanted to review your policies. Now, for the ones of you who've gotten into Medicare Advantage, and since it's not time for them to really switch, unless you're in like an SEP situation in your particular area, there's a form that Jay has, Heather has. You can call us up. I think it's on, I know it's on the back office. It's a permission to contact / scope of appointment. That you get the information, write it down. So listen, I'm going to come back and get with you when it comes Medicare time. Even though you tell me you do Medicare Advantage, what about if I visit with you, because there's always new programs and I would love to save you some money. They know you, they trust you, they like you. And believe it or not, I like telling people it's much easier to have one agent take care of everything in your house, so when you have any problem, all you got to do is think about me. Okay? If you're not doing Medicare Advantage and they have a Medicare supplement, you've got Medicare supplements. Mutual Omaha has one, Liberty Bankers has one, CVS has one. A lot of standalone carriers have, Prosperity has one, American Home Life has one. So you got to make sure you have this in your briefcase, so when you go back, you're situated, because you can change the supplement anytime throughout the year. You can door knock the supplement, you can't door knock Medicare Advantage. When you change their supplement, you cannot change their prescription drug plan. That only happens at the end of the year. Another story. I'm going to recommend you to go visit your old clients. Call them if they answer. If they're unsure, I don't know if I got time, door knock them a couple days later. Door knock to people. Keep the other leads that you had actually sold in that area, in that zip code, keep them all together. The old leads that you have not gotten a hold of, visit them when you're working that day in that certain area. You go to a house that is a client of yours. What about if you ask them for a referral? You may have forgot to ask for a referral before, or they may not have had one. What about if you knock on the houses across the street, like the I formation? The house you're at, the 2 over here, and the 3 across the street. It's the old I formation. Think about that there. Be a little scary, a little uncomfortable, but you can ask your neighbor, Ms. Jones, I said, I'm going to go visit your clients across the street. Can I have your permission to tell them that I am your insurance agent? I'm the guy that you trust. I'm the guy that takes care of all your personal stuff. May I tell them that? 95 out of 100% of the time, they're going to tell you yes. Also going to probably say and tell you, I don't know my neighbors across the street. Okay? Well, with that said, is it okay if I use your name and point to your house to where they know I'm there, and my car is parked either in your driveway or in the street? So that's my car there. I'm Ms. Jones' life insurance agent, specializing in final expense Medicare products. Yes, Joe, do that. So now what you've got, if all works out, you've got 5 more leads, 2 on the outside and 3 across. You got 5 more people you can see. Are they all going to answer the door? No. They're all going to buy from you? No. Are they going to listen to you? Yes. Leave a card. Now, out of all those people that you're door knocking, I cannot promise you anything, yet I got a great feeling you'll make at least 1 sale. And you tapped on all these other people, left them a card, left them a brochure, left them something about you, and plant a little seed in their mind. Call me. If it's somebody that I feel wants to talk to me, and I get that fuzzy feeling that you know you'll get, hold on a second. To make sure you don't misplace my card, let me go to my car and get a coffee cup for you. So when that time comes, you can just go to your cabinet, get my number up there, call me, and I'll change my schedule around, and I'll come visit with you. What's the harm? Coffee cup used to cost me back in the day $1. Now they probably cost $1.50, if not more, I'm not sure. But yet there's a cost to doing business. Joe, I hear what you're saying. It makes sense. But the people that I deal with don't have much money, and I don't think they're going to buy anything else. Well, guys, I thought the same thing. I thought the exact same thing. Because they're crying. I can't afford it. Times are hard, which times are harder today than they were back then. Yet, times have moved on. Carry your company cards, carry brochures. Go in there like it's a brand new client. You never know if that person's spouse may have died and they had no insurance and they really haven't done anything. They may have a child, a cousin, an aunt or uncle that moved in with them. You don't know unless you go and test the waters. Joe, I'm so busy with my other leads, and I'm doing well. I said, okay. Well, what about the people that you took care of? They need your loving just as much as the other people. But Joe, I'm not making any money on them. I'm making money on these new people. Fine and dandy, that's so. Yet, you've got a better probability of the person that you sold something to, or better yet, the person that bought something from you, to give you a referral to go see somebody. Think about it. They bought from you, they know you, they listen to you, they've given you all their personal information. Even if you walk away, guys, with a $25 sale, $25, I'm not saying $5 million, $25 times 12 is $300 annualized premium. Do your commission. You picked up a bunch of money because you just decided to visit an old client. Does that happen? Happens all the time. Happens all the time. Do I want to do a $25 sale? When I'm knocking at a door to get a referral or to visit with somebody, if I get a $25 sale, I'm high-fiving myself. I just made $300. Figure your commission, how much money you make. Okay, I'm going to crank it down. If you go see an older client of yours, and let's say they had a policy before you, okay? This I want to talk about on another call. They had a policy from somebody else before, and it's been accumulating. Let's say they had it for 7, 8, 10 years. Most policies, not all policies have a cash value. They all have a cash value, comes to whole life. Yet not all policies have an extended term rider and a paid up in addition rider in there. Use those as tools to replace that policy for a brand new one, provided they're in good health, you feel comfortable doing it, and it's worthwhile for you, because their contestability period starts over again for another 2 years. So these are things we'll talk about on another call, to where you can help them do that and do it. I'm going to do this here. Jack Skagg and I were out running leads probably, 5, 6 years ago. We were down in Delray Beach, South Florida area. Got a hotel room for a couple, 3 days. We're out there door knocking. This lady had a policy. Make a long story short, she brings it out. We see you've got this much money in it. She was complaining how times were hard and all that. I said, okay. I said, why don't we kind of visit and see what you have, what you need, what you can afford, and then from there, we'll process it and we'll come up with the best plan for you. So I didn't go in there like a doggone animal and say, I'm going to swap this out, get you this money here. I took the cool, slow side. Let me see what you have. Let me see what you can afford. Let me see what's available. And then from there, we'll put a plan together and we can discuss it with you. Make a long story short, she needed and wanted that money. She didn't realize she had that money in that policy. How much in the policy? I don't recall. I don't recall now. All I know is that Jack and I canceled that policy once she was approved, okay? She had to have at least $2,000 or $2,200 in there. She had a policy, again, it's been a long time. All I know is that we ended up getting her a policy for the difference of that cash value. So she had a policy for $7,000. She put the $2,000 in her checking account. We got her policy for $5,000. She was happy because she wanted that $2,000. So these are things that we can talk about on the next call, to where you guys are going to go locked and loaded when you go to a house to have all the proper ammunition. If you don't have Medicare Advantage, guys, you got to have a health license. You need to get it. You need to have a health license for Medicare supplements. Hospital indemnity plans, which you can sell them that there to use as a helper for their hospital stays. These are things that you need to expand your horizon. Do things, learn things, and get more things in your briefcase, because the old saying is that if you don't, your competition will, and you may lose what you have at that house. Okay, guys, hit them hard. You got any questions, call us. We love you. We appreciate you, and you guys have a very nice week. Bye-bye.